The Fallout TV show is just on the horizon, but I can't help but acknowledge the fact that Todd Howard himself just kind of dropped some info about Fallout 5. But let's break that all down. Up next. What's going on, guys? It's Kalo, and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and welcome to the Level Up. Alright, so the Fallout TV show on Amazon Prime is set to release here in just a few weeks. And through the various trailers and different looks we've gotten at the show, I think it's pretty good. And when talking about the game side to all this, a lot of people, myself included, are wondering where on earth is the Fallout 4 Next Gen update. But I wanted to talk about Fallout 5 today, seeing how Todd Howard did touch on this subject just a little bit. And yes, I'm fully aware this game is probably 10 years away. And that's at the very least. So through this press interview with Den of Geek, Todd Howard and Jonathan Nolan wanted to clear the air when it came to a lot of speculation on the fact that the TV show would essentially be a replacement for Fallout 5. Of course, Bethesda has to work from its pecking order of games at the moment, and I do think Elder Scrolls 6, at least at this point in time, is most likely at the forefront of their minds. And when speaking about Elder Scrolls 6, apparently that's Todd Howard's last game. But getting back to Fallout here, what we do know about this show is it's set within the same universe and timeline as the games. And thanks to some clarity from its creators, it's not designed to recount or replace the events that would be going down in Fallout 5. Quote, "It means you have all the benefit of beautiful storytelling that Todd Howard and Bethesda have contributed to. But we also get to tell an original story within that world. As writers and filmmakers, it's a dream come true. I think we made Fallout 6, Wagner then replied, to which Nolan joked, we know all about Fallout 5. We're not telling anyone. Now, my ears certainly perked up there, but then Todd Howard stepped in and dropped this little nugget about Fallout 5. Quote, well, there were some things where I said, don't do this because we're going to do that in Fallout 5. Now, I do think at least some plans are in place for Fallout 5, but it's nice to know here that this show, at least from what it sounds like, will have its own neat little story tucked away within this universe. And the reason why Fallout 5 is ringing bells on my radar here today, upon further research for this story today, the story for Fallout 5 might have been laid out right before our eyes. Bethesda, while it has some problems with glitches and quirks within their games, and that's putting it lightly, they're really good at telling stories and laying the groundwork for the world they're building. I mean, hey, I found out just today that there's a quest within Fallout 3 titled The Replicated Man. Now, I'm not going to fully dive into the story there, but at some point within this quest line, a character talks about synths and the Commonwealth. In Fallout 3 back in 2008, Fallout 4 came out in 2015. Again, the story was laid out. Now, I'm not saying for sure this is a clear indication that we do know where Fallout 5 will take place, but it's worth putting out there. There could have been hints as to where Fallout 5 could take place within Fallout 4. Some chatter online from guys like Mr. Patty Plays looks at this questline within Fallout 4 where a character talks about an alien city within the Mojave. So, hey, that could possibly happen too. But I wanted to tie this all back to what Todd Howard said about don't do this, don't do that. The show is set on the West Coast, at least to my knowledge. So this could potentially indicate that Bethesda, at the very least, is eyeing some location out west. But again, a lot could change. This is pretty big as well, because when talking strictly about Bethesda game studios, and especially just their Fallout games, they've stuck to the East Coast. Obsidian was the only studio tasked with New Vegas, which again is set within the Mojave. And of course, that game takes place out west. But hey, with all that being said, I'm gonna pass this question off to you guys. First up, what do you guys think of this Fallout TV show? I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna give it a try and kind of just see where it goes. And question number 2. Where do you think Fallout 5 will take place? I got pure bias and want a game set within New York City, but a place like Seattle, London, or even Louisiana, like deep within the bayou, that would be crazy. But that about does it here. I've been Kalo. I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video. And this has been the Level Up.